off the gears. Interesting how Crawford will handle that for the body shots.
That's in the wind.
Nice double uppercut. He really making a
Stood him up with that uppercut.
I like to see that right hand up a little bit by Bud, man. He's picking it up now.
Yeah.
He's hanging down what we call the bread back.
Crawford's taking it off the gears. Nice.
What a right hand. King is still on top of his game. Says to Omaha, I'm still here. Sitting up, he has no idea where he is.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Nate the Great, back at it again on another episode of the Journeyman Podcast. And y'all know how I like to do before we get started. Let me go ahead and show some love to all the followers and subscribers. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button. The comments are always open for you to comment. But before we get started, you already know how we're going to do this. Varnell, drop it for him one time, please.
And take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on the knee and then sing a melody.
Like always, you know we're going to bring Randy Watson on up to show some love to all the subscribers and the followers of the Journeyman Podcast. Go ahead, Randy Watson, come on in and show him some love, my boy.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, you can't take away my dignity.
Today, what we're going to talk about today, of course, you know this weekend, Jerron Boots Ennis put on a great performance against David Avanesyan. It was a great fight. He let his hands go in that fight. He took some shots, but that's part of the game when you go ahead and let your hands go. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what we would like to see Shakur do. That's what everybody's talking about. Like the sweet science ain't just about not getting hit. The sweet science is about hitting and sometimes taking a punch to deliver punishment. And that's what Jerron Boots does best. He opens up and lets his hand go. If he don't want to get hit, Jerron Boots Ennis won't get hit. He has some of the best defense in the sport of boxing right now. Let's be honest. But of course, you know, with that win, now the talk is, you know, who will win between Boots and Bud Crawford. They both fought this guy, David Avanesyan. Jerron Boots got him out of there in the fifth, broke his jaw and his ribs. Avanesyan went to the corner and said no mas, basically. He just gave up and went ahead and threw in the towel and gave up. Bud got Avanesyan up out of there in the sixth round with one shot, KO. So they both fought him. What we're going to do is go ahead and look at the copy box numbers to see and compare the two against David Avanesyan and see, like, you know, the copy box numbers and the power punches landed and vice versa. So let's take a look at that. Crawford landed 80 total punches, but he landed overall, his power punches was 54. Boots Ennis landed a total of 152 punches altogether with a whopping 142 power punches. Like, his output is crazy. So the styles make fights, you know what I'm saying? Crawford picked Avanesyan apart more, probed with his jab a lot more, broke him down basically. Boots, he went in there and just was punishing him. He let his hands go. He took more shots than Crawford did against Avanesyan, but he landed more punches by just, you know, simply taking more punishment. I know the game of boxing is to hit, not get hit. But like I said, man, if you go in there and let your hands go and look to counter while a a boxer is punching at you, and while he's open, that's when you're gonna get the best shots, man. That's what makes the best fights. Letting your hands go and learning how to swim and not get hit at the same time. You're gonna take some punishment and take some hits in boxing. That's the name of the game. That's what makes the sport so beautiful. It's the sweet science of combat, not the sweet science of not getting hit. So they both put up a great performance against Avanesyan, even though, like I said, Crawford took his time a little bit more. But man, Boots is just like that. People was asking, was Jerron Boots and his defense exposed in that fight? In my opinion, I don't believe so. I believe he fought the fight, the way he wanted to, which was let his hands go. He decided to take some to give some. But trust me, Boots is super defensively sound. If he didn't want to get hit in that fight, trust me, that's what would have happened. Trust me. He didn't get hit and touched any more than Crawford did, to be honest with you. It's just that, he put it like this. He got hit more than Crawford, but it was by a very small margin. You know what I mean? He opened up more than Bud did against Avanesyan. So it just looked like it was more, especially in rounds between 2, 3, and 5. He took a couple nice shots, but he broke that man's jaw and broke his ribs. He let his hands go. If Boots didn't want to get touched at all, that's what we would have seen. But we got the fight that we got, and I believe Boots fought the fight that he wanted and showed us, like, man, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I can give you the defensive game and not get touched and touch, or I can get touched and crack at the same time and deliver some crucial body shots. He was digging in Avanesyan's body real good. No diddy. And he cracked that man's jaw, man, and made him quit. So, no, I don't think his defense was exposed at all. He might have had a little ring rust because he was out. He had a layoff for a year while he was waiting to get signed. And then he got signed by Matchroom and DAZN. And shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. He's one of the best promoters out there in the sport. I don't know another promoter that promotes his fighters the way Eddie Hearn does, man. I think Shakur should go over there. And he had a meeting with him. And it looks like that's what he might do. I think that's the best move for him, honestly. But we'll see. But, man, no, Boots' defense was not exposed at all, in my opinion. Now we're trying to figure out, we got Bud fighting August 3rd against Madrimal. That's going to be a good fight. Bud's first fight at 154 in a different weight class. So now we want to see who Boots is going to fight next. And I believe he should go ahead. If Spence wins against Fundora, I think he should fight Spence first. And show us, that he can put a better performance on than Bud. And to be honest with you, is Boots and Bud fight likely to happen? Probably not. To be honest with you, I can't see Bud coming back down. And I think Boots has to, he wants to accomplish what he wants to accomplish at 147 before he even think about going up. And I think Bud is going to fight a couple more fights and he's going to retire. And I think his last fight that he's trying to make happen along with Turkish Al-Sheikh and Eddie Hearn and them, I think they're trying to get Canelo. I think that's the fight he's going to go out with, the best versus the best in the game. That fight is each time they talk about it, it's looking like it's getting closer to happening. So I think Boots should go ahead and call out Spence next. If not, he should fight like Barrios or somebody like that, man. Get another big name, a couple big names under his belt. Maybe even Charlo at 147. That'd be a good matchup. But is Boots and Bud likely to happen? Probably not, man. This is how the sport goes sometimes. Some fights we want to see just to be, what ifs, you know what I mean? But they both are great fighters. Who I think will win, I give Bud the slight edge, just on experience, and he's more technically sound to me. They're both real sharp, two different styles. I just think Bud his IQ is just crazy to me. Both switch hitters. That'd be a great fight, man. But unfortunately, do I think it'll happen? Probably not, man. And that sucks for us boxing fans, man. But I think Bud and Canelo is more realistic than Boots and Bud. Final thoughts. Boots' last performance, I give it a B+, because he did take some shots. He also said himself it was kind of unnecessary. I even give it an A- because it's Boots. You know what I mean? It's Boots. He still looked great, sharp, fought in his hometown, sold out the arena, put on a great show, came out to the Undertaker theme song. I mean, man, he puts on the show, he puts asses in the seats, man. People want to see Boots. He's a great performer, man. I think Shakur can take notes, like Bud told him, man. You gotta let your hands go more. And he gotta watch these guys. He can't watch these guys and say they some of his favorite fighters and not take some of their, take some lessons from these guys, man. Like, these are the fights people want to see, man. They want to see you open up more. We're not telling you to go in there and get beat the hell up and just take unnecessary punches, but you're going to have to take some to give some, man. That's just the name of the game, man. Also, who I think will win between Boots and Bud again, I pick Bud. I think that'd be a great fight. Not likely to happen, but I think it'd be a great fight, man. Also, we still got Lomachenko and Tank coming up in sometime in November. Lomachenko already came to the States to close the deal. We're just waiting on a for sure date, and that's going to be a great fight. I give Tank that win. It's going to be tougher than what everybody thinks, though, but I still give that win to Tank. And, yeah, man, just great overall boxing going on. Shout out to Turkish Al-Sheikh, man, making these fights happen. Eddie Hearn, one of the great promoters, man. Nobody promotes his fighters better than Eddie Hearn. Man, just overall, great time for the sport of boxing. And it's getting closer. October 11th, man. Undisputed, the video game coming out, man. Go ahead and pre-order that so you can be on there, man. I'm telling you, once mine get here, man, I'm on there, man. I might even get me a Twitch account and get on there and stream while I'm playing that, man. We ain't had a boxing game in so long, man, since Knockout Kings and what was that, Fight Night. Man, I'm looking forward to that, man. But yeah, man, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know who y'all got between Boots and Bud if that fight was to ever likely happen, man. Who you got? Have a good day. I'm about to get up out of here. It's been another episode of the Journeyman Podcast. Y'all be safe. Enjoy your day. Happy Monday. Be blessed. And I'm out.